Right, so
Right.
welcome to the first episode of the Commuter Safari. And as
Yes,
we can see, my co-host Matthias is commuting at the moment.
as usual, I think that's how people know me, right?
Yeah, well, it's kind of strange when you're not on the road. So we've got quite a few things to discuss today.
Yeah,
So, number one off the bat, breaking news from last week: the unfortunate passing of Dr. Jane Goodall.
yeah. That's
Uh,
really sad.
yeah, it is sad, and I've been going through social media today, and there's so many nice tributes and
Yeah,
videos and things that I think we're going to not do the lady any justice if we try and
do the same
redo a
thing again.
tribute. I'm just gonna say she did make one of my favorite quotes, and that is when she asked, "So if humans are the most intelligent animal on the planet, why are we the only ones destroying it?"
Well, that's very, very questionable. If we
Yeah,
are
well,
really most intelligent,
yeah, well, over the last couple of months doing what we've been doing with this project, yes,
man.
I can attest to that it is questionable. Um,
Yeah,
so, and then some other breaking news as well, and I know this has got nothing to
okay.
do with conservation, but it is in the vein of natural sciences.
Mm-hmm.
I also learned today that Dr. Jeff Meldrum, the renowned
Okay.
anthropologist, has also passed away this year.
Oh dear Lord. Okay.
So yeah, that's a double loss
Yes.
for the scientific community there.
Yes. Yeah. Yeah. I think this is this kind of generation that probably laid really the foundation for what is happening now in the field of conservation and so on. So yeah,
Yeah, it's
I
okay. Look, Dr. Jeffrey Meldrum is famous for his studies of the Bigfoot phenomena.
oh
Um,
well, I mean
but
anthropology is important too. Yeah.
but the fact is that he was the only scientist that said, okay, so we have this phenomena. Let's approach it from a scientific point of view and look at it as scientific data and see where we can get. Um, so the thing that I liked about him is he was not closed-minded as such, um, and I don't know. There's so many questions in science that
Yeah.
uh, it's that scientists are quick to say, "Oh no, it's just hogwash," and they just leave it. And I have to point out that being from South Africa, I can attest that up until the 1960s, we thought that the coelacanth went extinct 65 million years ago, and
Okay.
then it was found off the coast of East London.
Oh, great.
So,
Yes.
so it's interesting that we need scientists that are more open-minded.
Absolutely. And I mean, to be honest, that's the essence of science. Yeah. I mean,
Yeah, ask the question, collect the data.
I'm kind of a physicist at heart. At least that's what I started studying before I became an engineer. But it's as long as the data doesn't prove otherwise, it's not proven at all.
Well, I
And
just have to put it out there that somewhere in some alternate universe, Sheldon Cooper is very disappointed in you.
yeah, well, I'm not too sad about that.
No, I'm just saying
Because
because
I mean I
what
would,
he thought about engineering as a science.
yes, well, and I didn't even go to Harvard or anything. Yeah.
Yeah, so
But then again, I'm a German engineer, so don't don't get me
German
started on
engineering
that.
when you need it the most.
Yes.
Whose slogan is that? Audi or?
I don't know. Probably it's only.
No. It was Continental Tires in South Africa had an ad that said, German engineering where you need it the most.
Yeah, well, that's good. I'm not sure if it's still valid though, but yes.
So, but on the other point, the big thing we wanted to talk about in this episode is the happenings in Pilanesberg.
Happenings, or I think we had that discussion earlier already. The ridiculous or not ridiculous is increases in the entry fees. Hey.
Well, we're coming at it from two sides because from our earlier discussion, it was pretty clear that you are heavily opposed.
Yes.
Where I am about 80% for. I do see one problem. And that is, I think it's the same problem that jumped out at you. So just for everybody listening, so Pilanesberg National Park, actually provincial park, has a Big Five reserve about 2 hours from Johannesburg, has just announced that as of the 1st of December, they are increasing their park entry fees. And just I have it here in front of me. So it has gone from a South African citizen adult. The entry fee used to be 80 Rand for the day, which is about what, €4?
€4, yes.
And it is now gone up to 160 Rand per person per day. So a double. So from €4 to €8. And then it's got then children 6 to 12 years went from 30 Rand to 80 Rand. So that's actually more than 100% increase.
Yes.
Pensioners is 100% increase from 40 Rand to 80 Rand. SADC, now just to explain to everybody, so SADC is the South African alliance. It's a political alliance between the Southern African countries. So that would include Mozambique, Malawi, Zimbabwe, Botswana, Namibia, South Africa, Lesotho, and Swaziland. So anybody from any non-SA resident from a SADC country has gone from 110 Rand to 350 Rand. A SADC child has gone from 60 to 250 Rand, which is just a ridiculous climb. But here comes the big one. So international guests, so anybody who's not from a SADC country and comes in with a passport as identification, as the entry fee has jumped from 110 Rand, so what, roughly
€5.5 something.
€5.5 to 610, so to almost €30.
Yes. Which,
so
that's I want to stress the most, is even more than Kruger.
Yes, it is much more than Kruger National Park. So, but I think the two ways we approach this thing is, look, I agree with you 100%. The international guest rate is just absolutely ridiculous. But as I said earlier in our earlier conversation, the problem with Pilanesberg is the public has been kind of holding Northwest Parks more ransom. So when you go to Pilanesberg, it's a Big Five reserve. You only have to travel 2 hours from Johannesburg or Pretoria. And it's quite convenient, and the sightings are good.
Yes.
Now, the way the public has been holding them ransom is the fact that they've already getting less visitors than Kruger National Park, and every time there's an increase, the public boycotts the park.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
So the rates hasn't been gradually increasing for a very long time now, and
Okay.
now that they have to catch up with the economy, uh, it's a shock to the system. Um, so besides for the international guests and the SADC prices,
Mm-hmm.
I actually don't see it as a crazy thing. It's just it feels bad because it's all happening at once.
Yeah. And I mean, you know, and then also what I said to you, I mean, I don't mind paying this once or twice, but the way, and I think maybe we are special in that way, but when we go to Pilanesberg, we are there for a week or so. And we are not necessarily in a lodge or anything. So we'll probably stay outside and then we'll just go on a self-drive into the park. And if I do this now, say 5 times, that is a decent
Yeah, that's quite a bit of money.
hit on the budget, eh?
Yeah.
And on the other hand side, I mean, if we do this in Kruger or in Edo or in any other sun park, you have your wild card, you know? So it's a once off, it's valid for a year. And that's a completely different game. And that's what I would actually also think may make things much better for Pilanesberg if they do this kind of annual entry wildcard kind of thing.
I think the biggest problem with Pilanesberg is the fact that you've been there recently. You know the roads are horrible.
Yes.
And I think the thing is at the end of the day, whether you're in Pilanesberg or whether you're in Kruger National Park, to fix a kilometer of road, it costs what it costs.
Yes.
There's no change because you're a smaller park. So with Pilanesberg sitting now, that first of all, Pilanesberg has actually got more tar roads than most of your provincial parks. They've got quite a lot of tar road in the park, and to redo that is going to cost them a pretty penny, and I think that's one of the reasons why they've gotten to the point where they say we have to do what we have to do. So I'm not talking it good. I'm just saying the outcry for me in South Africa, I do find it a bit strange because it's the same thing we've basically been experiencing with conservation projects in general. Is everybody that goes to the park is saying, yes, guys, it's such a beautiful park, but you have to fix this and you have to fix this and you have to fix this. And then you say to them, okay, right. So in order to be able to fix it, we're going to increase the entry fee. And then everybody's, yeah, but then we're not going to go anymore.
But I mean, on the other hand side, and I'm not sure how much you are aware of that. We actually met a lady there, Friends of Pilanesberg. So this is kind of a society, anything NGO,
yes,
NPO
it's
kind
their
of thing.
version. It's their version of the Kruger Park Honorary Rangers.
Something like that. So we met her there, and she was quite happy when we showed her our pictures of the leopard sighting that we had. It was really a nice one, by the way. And yeah, we just spoke to her, and what I understand is they are actually the ones that take care of these heights and things like that. So
yes,
it's not even the park management that's doing it.
Yes, they do, but labor-wise and time-wise.
Okay.
But at the end of the day, in order to retar a stretch of road, the park still has to buy the materials. In order to rebuild the height, the park still has to buy the supplies.
Mhm.
The Friends of the Pilanesberg works on a system that basically you can join, and this is to my understanding. Let me just put that out there. I might be wrong. But you join as a friend of the Pilanesberg, and you volunteer your time
Yeah.
in return for being in the park.
Okay, no,
So,
I haven't discussed the details there, but no, just when you are in these heights, you always see these little nice stickers and plaques, and where they actually just explain to you that the Friends of Pilanesberg kind of made this and this project happen. So
yeah,
supported this, yeah.
Yeah, so as they do fundraising to a certain extent, but I don't think I think the hides and all of those stuff, it is still the property of the park. The park is still responsible.
Okay.
So that's a but yeah, it's an interesting thing. I can tell you now that this is going to put a dent in the park's visitors numbers.
But then again, and this, I'm getting some flack for this probably. I'm not even sad about this, because I get the feeling that it's not the hidden gem anymore that it was like 10 years ago when I've
No,
visited the first time.
It's
It's
become
basically
way
been overrun, yeah.
It's become way too commercialized. And that's unfortunately the situation with most of the national parks. And when I say most of the national parks, I don't just mean just in South Africa. I mean in Africa.
Yeah.
I mean, we all saw the disaster that happened on the Mara crossing.
Samara, yes.
It's just ridiculous how many cars
Yes.
are in the Mara at during the migration season.
But did you read it? I think they removed the licenses of at least 4 tour operators for this event.
So it was not the tour operators. It was the guides who were driving the vehicles, and it was
Okay.
4 of them, and they've only been banned for 2 years.
Oh well, I think it's already a sign.
Well,
Better than nothing, yeah.
It's a start. It's a start. I
Yes.
must apologize for the barking in the background there. My little sausage has noticed one of the zebras walking past, and she does not tolerate them on the property.
Okay.
So she just told them that she lives there and they must get out of here.
I would always be. I'd like to see it if one of the zebras actually barks back.
Well, the funny thing we've got going on now is there's one specific zebra that's missing his tail. That always comes to drink here at the little watering hole in front of us.
Yeah, yeah.
And he's now realized that even though she's barking at him, she can't get through the window. So now what he does is he walks past literally right in front of the window. And it's that
You can't get me,
yeah. So it's this constant thing we've got going on here. And that's what happens when you move to the bush with city dogs.
Yes. Well, yeah, I mean, I guess they are getting accustomed to it now.
Well, I guess so, slowly but surely. But so just to recap. So yes, Pilanesberg in the crossfire for raising their prices. And I'm just waiting to see, because it's that time of the year where the Kruger National Park also normally raise their prices.
Yeah, I mean, I think Christmas season is around the corner. Summer comes.
So we'll see. Kruger Park is normally in November.
Okay.
That the rates go up. But that's one of the things that I've been saying. You know, Kruger Park has been increasing like 10 Rand a year for the last however many years.
Okay.
And I think that hasn't happened at Pilanesberg. It's just a massive price adjustment catching up for the last 20 years of inflation. And I think that is what's irritating people.
Yeah. But who is actually responsible for managing the park? Is that Northwest or?
Yes, it's Northwest Parks Board. So that's another thing. And now I'm really speculating, yeah. But you know, Northwest Parks Board is also in charge of Madikwe Game Reserve.
Yeah, this is why I'm asking.
And to sort out the elephant population problem in Madikwe is going to cost quite a bit of money.
Yes.
So they might be turning to Pilanesberg to say, okay, we need to get the cash somewhere to sort out.
Yeah, because there's not a lot of lodges in Madikwe that can actually pay for it, right?
Exactly, but the lodges won't.
Okay.
So that's the whole reason for the existence of our project, Matthias. Is we know that so it is difficult for people to understand how hunting contributes to conservation.
Yeah.
And yes, I'll be the first to admit there is flaws with the hunting model. Hunting is great for certain species. It's not so great for other species. But at the end of the day, what people still need to realize is at the end of the day, tourism is also not the holy grail of conservation that it's being made out to be.
No.
Well, you know, I'm just going to repeat what we said 1,000 times before, and that is that most of your bigger lodges is owned by big hotel chains. Your big hotel chains is owned by conglomerates, and conglomerates has got one thing in mind, and that's how much money is going into the shareholders' pocket at the end of the day.
That's the way it goes.
Exactly. So there is no system currently in South Africa. Hopefully we'll get there soon. But there is no system in South Africa that caters for tourism, education, and conservation exclusively.
Yeah. Yeah. Well,
every system has got their drawbacks, and I'm 100% open to the thing that at some point we're probably going to get to the point where we're also going to see it's not as easy as it looks.
Probably we will.
At least we're giving it the old college try.
Yeah, we need to. I think that's what we promised ourselves, no?
Exactly. So so at the moment, that's it from my side.
Okay.
And I think we need to get some suggestions in the comments, guys. Drop us a comment. Let us know what is what topics shall the commuter safari tackle in the future. This has been a bit of an introduction. I was just chatting about general things that has happened in the last week, but as of next week we will actually take it topic by topic. And
I think if we kind of see it as a continuation of our last podcast from last year, I think there may be a couple topics that still are open that we can tackle.
Yeah, and I think
specific animals, but that's the one thing. Do you guys want us to talk about animals? Do you want to talk us about conservation use? Probably a mix of both might be interesting.
Well, I think a topic we need to revisit, and I think that's my suggestion for the next episode, is we need to talk about the dehorning and anti-poaching of rhinos. Because there's a lot that has happened in that field. There's new research showing that dehorning might not be as effective as we think it is.
Okay.
And there's also the the new technique of making rhino horn radioactive. And all of those things, I think, for the average person, we need to discuss in a bit more detail so that people can actually understand what's going on there.
Okay, that might be interesting.
Yeah. So, anything else from your side, Matthias?
Honestly, not really. I think for me, it's actually really important that our audience gets some insights. I mean, we have been talking so much, Arthur, and I think that's exactly what I want to share in this little commuter safari thingy. That's while driving to or from work, you can get your little dose of Africa to get hooked, or at least to release a little bit of that pressure.
That's it. So this is the little bit of a little bit of something people can enjoy while commuting or just relaxing, and then we'll still produce the other content.
Yes.
For people to enjoy on more focused topics. But this is just two guys talking about conservation, and hopefully in such a way that everybody can understand what's going on.
Right.
Alrighty, so we'll see you guys on the next one.
Okay. See you guys. Have a good one, and cheers. Drive safe.
Cheers. Have a good one.